I've spoken about this before, but I've previously had therapy through today's paid partner, BetterHelp. And now that my life is a little bit more chaotic, it's something I've definitely gone back to. Therapy has helped me through some really tough times, as well as helping me to see situations differently in the past. And I'm so grateful that it's a resource that's now so easily accessible. I really love therapy, and I think it's so beneficial to so many people. And the amount that it's helped me to see situations differently and train my mind is amazing. BetterHelp is an online therapy service where you're matched with a therapist and you can choose how you communicate. I love doing video calls, but you can also have phone calls or message via the app, so it's whichever service works for you and around your schedule and what you're comfortable with. I personally love that there's a journal feature too, so I can write out my thoughts in between sessions and easily book in through the app, meaning that everything just works around my lifestyle. Trial BetterHelp with 10% off on your first month using the link in my description box, or visit betterhelp.com/jessmsheppard to start your therapy journey today. Good morning, gang. We're having a very wholesome day today. We have been and picked up a new TV because if you remember last week I was telling you our TV died a slow painful death. It basically just cut out in the storm. While we were in there, our neighbours also got their TV out in the hallway, so we were assuming that the same thing had happened to them. She was in Curry's when we were in Curry's, and turns out the same thing had happened to them. I think it must have been a surge in the whole building or something, I don't know. But we managed to get a new one, so we've upgraded. We've gone from a 50-inch to a 65. I now cannot move it to do content at home, which is a bit annoying. However, it does mean that we've got a bigger TV. But driving back was the funniest thing. We were like, is it going to fit in the car? Don't know. And the guy was like, oh, we've squeezed it in loads of cars, like, don't worry about it. I kid you not, James is 6'7", and we literally squashed him. We had the seats as far forward as they could possibly go. Like, I was literally driving with like my knees up, and I was having to fully be like this to change gear and stuff, rather than just like moving my foot. And it was an experience getting back. But we're now going for a roast dinner because we've got the TV, we've chucked it in the house, we're going for a roast, and then we're probably going to chill, watch Outer Banks, and I don't know, relax, to be honest. So let's go on a little adventure, shall we? A little adventure for a roast dinner. Should we go to where we went before that was really yummy? Yeah, let's do that. I need my sat nav because I actually don't know how to get there. I know where it is, but I can't think how to get there, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's go. I just did a run after a full roast dinner. Terrible idea, let me tell you. Absolutely terrible idea. I have the worst heartburn ever. Like, I'm actually dying. It hurts so much. I can't even tell you. I don't regret going for the run. I do regret the fact that I went so quickly after roast, but the reason I did it is because the lighting is so bad at the moment. So I went from my run at maybe like 3:30, 3:45. It was dark by the time I got home, not even 45 minutes later, and I was running pretty much in the dark, like the street lamps had come on. So if that doesn't tell you how dark it was, I don't know what does. I'm suffering. I literally have the worst heartburn ever, and it's painful. I got in and felt like I was going to pass out, but the new TV's up. Probably doesn't look any different in the vlogs, but it's quite a lot larger. It's quite big. James said he hasn't turned it on yet, but we've just popped it up to see like how it looks and stuff, and obviously then we can just turn it on in a minute together and like set it all up. But very excited to watch Outer Banks. Very excited. We're only on season 2 at the beginning, so no spoilers at all, please. Thank you so much. We don't want any spoilers, but we're, yeah, I think like 2 or 3 episodes into season 2, and it's so good, but we haven't had time to watch it, and we also haven't had a TV until now. We're gonna chill, we're gonna watch TV. I don't think I care much for dinner because we had such a big roast, so let's have a cup of tea and chill. To be honest, that's my plan, just to relax. Just on a casual little stroll to Hogwarts, don't mind us. I drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country girl. I couldn't tell you what she's doing with me. She's so damn out of my league. She's a little bit crazy on the weekends, dancing in her red dress, and I love the way she looks in my eyes, and I'm feeling like midnight's. Right, I have like the best part of an hour to try and get as much done as I can, because I don't have much time, basically. So I am frantically going to try and get stuff done and hope for the best, to be honest with you. So I've got a few different bits and pieces that I need to shoot and do and all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah, I have a lot to do basically, and not much time to do it in, so we're basically rushing. We're rushing around. I need to make sure I get everything done. I'm trying to do like a 5... Is it going to be a YouTube video? Potentially. It might just be one where I like talk through things and then have it like as a side thing. Bear with. I'm trying to like work out what's going where. I've got loads of random stuff. It's just a bit, it's one of those days, you know? It's just one of those fun days. One of those fun days where everything is just not going the way it wants to go. We're going to work with the chaos because today is chaos. Basically, happy Monday from me and the madhouse, because the studio, to be fair, feels very calm. That's one thing about the studio, is it does feel very like calming. So whenever I'm here, I'm like decompress, but I do have so much to get done and like 45 minutes to do it in, so I'm going to try and get the 2 reels done that I want to get filmed as quickly as I possibly can, and then I'm going to try and put up the Christmas tree because the studio is having a Christmas tree. My hair curls have not stayed. Like, I recurled the front of my hair about 4 times today. Where's the curl? Like, I just one of those days. Got her feet on the ground. I can't get enough of her. She can drive me so wild, just with that sweet smiling. There's nobody else for me. And just like that, our little studio Christmas tree is in the corner. She needs decorating, but she's there. Midway through shooting, and I'm doing a video where I basically share like 5 things that have been in my wardrobe for a really long time. I feel like this coat is one of the longest standing pieces in my wardrobe, and I just love it. It's so perfect. It fits really nicely oversized. It's from ASOS. I get compliments on it all the time and I can never link it because, for one, I can never find anything similar enough, and for 2, it's honestly from like maybe 2016, so just proof there's things in wardrobes that can be worn all the time, still look really fashionable, and you don't have to keep rebuying clothes every 5 minutes. Hopefully that's one thing you've really learned from me this year, because I'm really trying to push it. Like, through the vlogs and stuff, I feel like you see me wear the same things a lot, and this is definitely one, to be honest, that I wish I'd worn for roast yesterday, but I absolutely love this as an outfit and also as individual pieces. Just obsessed. Also obsessed with her, not gonna lie. She kind of fits perfectly. She's quite small, but she fits really nicely. I've just done a morning run to Click and Collect because Click and Collect is currently the best option in the world, so I thought I'd show you what I've got, because I can't remember what I've got because I ordered it a few days ago. Bagels, these are essential. I get the thin ones because I find the big ones sometimes a bit too much, but I really like thin ones. They're also the perfect ratio of like bread to filling. 10 out of 10. I got some of these, which are purely for convenience. These are the little porridge pots. This is more like if I'm running out the door and I desperately need to eat something but don't have time. They're really good. I also did some, I get blueberries just to throw on top, and I have a little tiny bit of Biscoff in the cupboard, so I thought I could make like a cute little porridge pot and just either like fill it with water and pop it in the car with me, because obviously it fluffs up really quickly, or just, you know, have it before I leave. It's just convenience. It's just quick, it's easy. I don't have to do much. I just pour some water in and we go. I've got some noodles. I'm gonna make a stir fry at some point this week. I've got some almond milk, but I got almond milk and then I realised that they also do this mini one, so I'm gonna take this with me to the studio just so I've got like a little milk when we're working and stuff. I've also got some chili con carne mix because I have some mince in the cupboard, so I thought chili mix with some kidney beans. We've got some sweet corn because I have tuna in the cupboard. We've got stir fry sauce. We've got barbecue chicken bits. This is for the sandwiches, so I'm going to pop them into the bagels. But I did also get this kind of chicken as well, just for convenience, to be honest. I did have wraps for a while, went off them, and now I'm on bagels, and then I know I'll go off them and go back to wraps, but that's fine. I got these yogurts, which if you can't have dairy, these are some of the best yogurts to have, especially if you're trying to hit protein goals. They are the only place that do protein yogurts for vegans or like for dairy free. So they're really, really good, and they've got live cultures in them, so good for you. I really like them. I think they're really tasty, so I have one of them every day. Tennis and broccoli. Microwave veggies. These aren't the ones I asked for, but they substituted for these. It's just like carrots, broccoli and cauliflower. But I thought I could really, like, basically my thought is, for lunches I can do bagels and stuff, and for dinners if I'm not at home, all I have is a microwave. And I thought, do you know what? The easiest thing I could possibly make is like chucking some of this chicken with microwave rice with this, heat it up before I go, and then obviously just reheat it a little bit when I'm there. And that's just like a really quick and easy dinner that's healthy. But I don't know, that was my thought. And then I've got some turkey bacon because that's one of my favourite breakfasts at the moment. And that's everything I got. I think it cost me like £30, maybe a bit less. surely a bit less, there's not that much here. But really quick and easy, really simple meals, and also I feel like it's not that much. So I'll eat through all of this and then it'll be completely gone, and then our fridge will be empty again, which is what we like. I don't like having stuff left in the cupboards, which currently there is a few bits and pieces like left around, but it's more like, you know, tuna or chickpeas or whatever. So I'm trying to make sure that we clear through and have nothing left, because I just don't like having leftover things in the cupboard. I don't know whether I want porridge this morning. I think I'm not gonna. I have time this morning, so I think no to porridge. I'm gonna bulk make some sandwiches in a second as well while my breakfast is cooking. And then I've got those for the week. Oh, I need to put these away as well. But I also need to get dressed because your gal's not dressed. I chucked on some clothes to quickly go to the shop, and I tried to drop off some Vinted parcels, but they weren't open, like the thing wasn't open, so I'm gonna drop it somewhere else in a bit. But yeah, I need to make myself look presentable, and I make myself a fancy coffee this morning because I got very in the habit of instant, but I feel like a fancy, and then get myself slightly ready. I'm not going to do too much. I think I'm literally just going to it's literally the extent of my morning. It's literally fogging up. It's not even that hot in here. It's actually quite cold, but we're at the gym nice and early again. It's 7 today, so I have come a bit later than normal. To be fair, I have debated whether I even carry on with the vlogs at the moment, because as much as I love doing the weekly vlogs, it's so tricky to find things to actually film that are exciting or interesting. Like, it's 7 in the morning and I'm sat in my car going to the gym. I know at like 9:30 I'm going to the studio and I'm going to be there all day, and I can't really film because we're just so in it that I don't even pick my phone up. So it's quite tricky, because then I don't get home till like 10, 11 o'clock at night, and then I'm either just sat on the sofa for 5 minutes watching something with James, or we get straight in bed and I read my book. Like, there's nothing really to film. Like, I'm not really doing anything. Hopefully from now it gets a bit easier because the Christmas rush is kind of over, but I don't know, it's really hard. It's hard to navigate, and I kind of get now how so many people who, oh, it's got really dark. So many people who work full time find it difficult to vlog, but it is tricky to vlog, especially when you live with someone who hates being on camera. Like, it's so hard. He hates being on camera. Like, guys, I can't express how much James doesn't want to be in the vlogs. Like, if I even have the camera out, he won't walk in the room. Like, he hates it. Hates it. Not hates it to the point where he'd get annoyed with me, but he like just really does not want to be in anything. So that's why you never even see like snippets of him, because he absolutely hates it. If you ever see a snippet, it's because I've snuck it in and haven't told him, and it's like a little back of his head or something. But he really just does not like being on camera, so that's why you never see him. It's not my choice, it's his choice. He didn't choose to be on social media, I did. He chose to be in a relationship with me, so we let him have it. But I need to go in the gym because I've been waffling away for 10 minutes and it's now 7:15 and I should have been in there about half an hour ago. It's 6:30, I'm home from doing all my worky bits, and I'm gonna make some food today. This was for me to stay awake, but I don't need it no more. I'm actually not making food for right now. I have my friend Ebony coming over, and I haven't seen her in blooming ages because I've been so busy. So she's coming over, we're getting takeaway, we're going to watch I'm a Celeb, and I can't wait. I literally haven't seen my friends in ages, like socially. I feel like I've seen, like, obviously I've seen the friends that I work with and stuff, but I've not actually like hung out with my friends in such a long time because I've just been so busy. So I'm really excited to actually spend some time with them and like just hang out and chill and do like fun things. I'm gonna have some uninterrupted book time first because I'm like 60 pages away from the end of Sweetest Oblivion. I've been spending, like, this book has taken me a while to finish. I've literally been reading this book for the best part of like, I think I started it on the 10th of November, so we've been reading it for quite a while now, and I don't normally take a month to finish a book, so I'm desperate to get to the end of it and start something else. I actually got sent an ARC. I can't remember what was it? I did mention it in a previous vlog. It was called The Dark Obsession by Katie Archer. Sounds really good, to be fair. It sounds very good. And it basically says, to every broken soul who's deep down longing to embrace their dark side. I love that. So it says, Tyson, at first sight she sparked something dangerous within me, something that had been long buried and dead. I will have her, keeping her safely tucked away until she comes to accept it. Body and soul, she's mine. Taking her for myself serves exactly two purposes, vengeance and pleasure. As a hitman of the Camorra, ruling over the West Coast, especially one without feelings, I'm good at what I do, never losing sight of the end goal until Mallory Hayes. When a masked man took me from my bed in the middle of the night to a secluded cabin in the wilderness of Northern California, I didn't expect him to liberate me from the shackles of my past and offer me a freedom I didn't dare to dream of. I also didn't expect to be drawn to him and to the darkness surrounding him, but how can I resist its lethal pull? The only thing I know for certain is that once he has me, there's no going back because I belong to him. And then we've got like the world's biggest trigger warnings. Like there is literally so many triggers here. So many triggers. That thrills me. Trigger warnings are like a shopping list. We're just gonna leave that there. I never used to love dark romance. I think I've talked about this before, but like I genuinely, there's something about dark romance that just, I think because I do kind of love like I love like a crime book. Not all the time, but like sometimes it has to be the right kind of thriller, and I love it. I don't love detective ones, but I do like when they're kind of like a mystery thriller type of vibe. And I also love a good romance and I kind of love every genre, to be honest. But dark, I think because it kind of mixes everything. So you've got the element of like masked man or like, you know, unhinged main character, but you've also got a bit of mystery and a bit of thriller in there. You've also got the smut in there. Like it's a bit of everything, and I'm kind of here for it. And I really want to read as well Phantasma. That's really high on my list at the moment. Phantasma's high on my list, Book of Asriel's high on my list, Five Brothers is high on my list, Still Beating I am desperate to read. I don't know whether to go to Still Beating next or whether to go to The Ark, because The Ark, I did promise the author that I would read it, so I really want to get that read, and it sounds so good. But I think I'm going to sort the bin out in a minute. I need to change the bin bag and I keep forgetting. But yeah, I said to the author that I would read it as quick as possible, so I'm going to give it a good go, and hopefully it's going to be an amazing one. I think it sounds so juicy. I can't wait. But I love reading so much. Like I come home now, all I do is like read. I literally just want to get straight in bed and read, and just get the Kindle out, get the clicker out. Sometimes I still do go for a normal novel, don't get me wrong, but I just sometimes for convenience I read on my Kindle. It just kind of depends. Like I don't really have, if I had a preference it would be a physical book, but when I read in bed I prefer a Kindle just because of the ease of like lying down and reading. But yeah, I just love reading. I love reading so much. I feel like that's definitely portrayed, especially the last couple of years. I think it was lockdown, to be honest with you. Like I just really got into like having a bath every day and reading in the bath, and that was like my alone time. But then also my time to like shut off and escape a bit. But then over the years I've just got more and more into like different books. But to be fair, I was such a bookworm as a kid as well. Like I was always reading. I think I read the Jack William Wilson books like 6 times over at least like every year. I just was always reading, and I think it just stuck with me as I got older. I kind of drifted in and out of it, but there's just something about a book that you just can't, like, I love a good book so much. Audiobooks, I'm still on the fence about how much I love them. I really like using Audible. I love the fact Audible gives you, I think it's like 2 credits a month or something, or 1 credit, I can't remember, but I like the fact that I can listen to it while I run, and I like the convenience of it. It's cheaper than doing it through Spotify. Like I love all of that, but there's something about a physical copy of a book in your hands that's like the one I'm reading at the moment, Sweet Oblivion. I have a physical and I have a Kindle, so I read the physical and then I'll put the physical down, and then if I'm getting into bed to read, I'll basically look for the page that I'm on and then I pick it up on the Kindle. Because that's just convenience. I can read the physical on the sofa, I can read the Kindle when I'm in bed. 10 out of 10. This is what I'm wearing. We're still testing the cold weather running attire. I'm finding it quite tricky, I'm not gonna lie. I'm finding it tricky to know how layered I need to be, how warm I'm gonna get, like if just wearing this is enough or if I need a jumper over the top. Like it's very tricky, but we're gonna go with this today and hope I don't freeze. So I've just got my little running vest on, which is from Amazon. It's the one that looks like this. It's got 2 pockets in the front. Now I always run with a running vest because I know that people think it's a bit like, for God's sake, but my inhaler's in here, and also if I run more than like 8k I need my running gel, so I've got my inhaler and my running gel normally goes in here, and my key to get back in the flat, and then this side is where I put my phone, in the like pulley out one. It's really comfy, it's really handy, and I do love my other one where I can flip the phone thing down, but this one is a little bit more like tight and compressive, which is quite nice. Got the pocket on the back as well, which is technically for water, but you could use it for like just storing things, so it's quite handy. Like if I took this long sleeve off, I can chuck it in that little back bit, and then it's not like restricting me or like having to be tied around my waist or anything. But I'm gonna go for a run. I'm very excited, but it is 8 in the morning and it feels really bizarre to me. It's really alien to be like not running around like a headless chicken at 8 in the morning, but I've got a bit of a chilled one because someone's in the studio at 11:30. So I'm basically just going for my morning run, which I should be back from well before 9 o'clock. I can have a shower, have some nice chilled breakfast, like just have a take it easy kind of morning. And then as soon as I've got myself ready, I think I'm going to go work at the... Actually, no, I'm not going to go work at the coffee shop because that's a waste of money. We're going to work here with a coffee until I need to go and let this person in the studio. We're on week 2 of marathon training now. So this is week 2. I think we're on week 2. Yeah, we are on week 2. We're on week 2, run 1. 2 runs a week at the moment, and then we're upping to 3 after Christmas. Also, if you want to be a lovely little angel, I'm running on behalf of Leukemia Care, and I would love if you could donate anything that you have, please, because it would mean the world to me. I have a target I need to hit, and I would love to hit it, and I feel like I have an advantage in the fact that there's so many people that watch the vlogs and stuff that can donate even like £2 just to be able to like bump that total up. So I'd love to raise as much as I can because my granddad had leukemia, if you're not aware. I have talked about it, I think, in a past vlog when I got my marathon place. If you want to check it out, go back to that vlog. I think it's literally called I Got a Place in London Marathon or something. But yeah, it means a lot to me. So I'm gonna go run this for him and run this for Leukemia Care, and yeah, I'll leave the donation link down below. I'm such a wally, but I have spent the entire morning doing Vinted and forgot to show you what I was doing. But I basically just have a little, like, I have a random command hook in the wall, and it kind of just lives there, to be honest with you. And that's basically where I take all of my Vinted pictures, but I haven't had 5 minutes to do them in quite a while. So I thought, while I'm waiting to go to the studio today, I'm just gonna get some pictures done. So I've taken pictures of everything that needs to be listed. There's quite a lot of it. My Vinted username is jessmsheppard, same as all my other social media. I believe Vinted is UK only, as in, like, I think if you are in England, you can only see English Vinted. If you are in, like, I don't know, France, you can only see French Vinted. Do you see what I mean? Because I always get messages saying they can't see my Vinted, but I think it's because you have to be in the country that that person is in. So, like, you could have Vinted in America or something, but I wouldn't be able to see it, if that makes sense. So I'm going to list everything today. This vlog doesn't go up until not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. But there will still be bits up, and I'll be putting it on my Instagram, so you hopefully will have seen it. But I just, to be honest, want it gone at this point. Like, it's been sat around for a few months where I haven't had time to put stuff up. And I've kind of come to the conclusion that if it doesn't sell by January, all of it is just going to a clothes bank, the charity shop, whatever. I would say I'll give my friends free rein, but maybe I will actually do that because there's some bits that I feel like they'll just want to take. So I'm gonna, yeah, just get rid of everything. There's a couple of bits, you can probably see them. I've like thrown a couple of random bits over there in the corner that need to go to the clothes bank already. Bits that haven't sold for a really long time, so I'm putting them in the clothes bank. I'm heading out the door and I'm gonna make a coffee really quickly, actually. Have I got time? Yeah, I've got 5 seconds. I'm gonna make a coffee to take with me. This is what I'm wearing today. So I've just got the TikTok shop viral jumper on. This is the beige one. I've got a t-shirt underneath that's just like it's one I got in Bali. It says like rest in paradise or something on the back, and it just is a bit longer, so I kind of liked it. Leggings are the crazy yoga ones. These are also from TikTok shop. I got them with the little slip-on like mule slidery things, and this is basically what I'm wearing today. Very easy, very comfy. Hair slicked back because it's a bit greasy. I've popped on a little bit of foundation and bronzer just because I tanned the upper half of my body, and I thought I don't want to look like my face is a different colour to my neck today, so we've done that. And then I guess I'll catch up with you when I get to the studio. I need to just give it a quick clean, tidy, and then someone's coming in at 11:30, so that's exciting. We're on a little bit of a wonk and I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm trying to put all this away. There's so much stuff. I went to the studio earlier this week and the stuff has just been living in the back of my car because I keep forgetting to bring it back upstairs, to be honest with you. So today is the day and it's all getting put away in the cupboards. It's my least favourite task, is putting things away, but it needs to be done. Even like washing and stuff, I hate putting away washing. Like, it's one of my least favourite tasks. I love it when it's put away, but I hate putting it away. But it feels weird. I feel weird having time again. Like, now the Christmas rush for me is slightly dying down with work stuff. Like, it's nice to be home and like actually be able to like spend time in my house and like see my boyfriend and do things that I wouldn't normally have time to do, like putting things away, like earlier doing the Vinted stuff. Like, it just, that hanger's very broken. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, but yeah, just being able to have a tiny bit of time back is really, really nice. So I'm making the most of it. So Vinted stuff is getting uploaded this evening from the sofa with a cup of tea. Absolute dream. I also need to eat dinner, which I've already prepped. You guys saw that yesterday. So that's handy because I don't need to prep food, but it's just, yeah, lots of little bits. I honestly, anyone who also works in like busy environments that are like slightly more hectic over Christmas, I feel you, because it's definitely happening out there. It's definitely busy, and I feel like it's just chaos in the best possible way. But I don't mind it, like I like chaos, but just we're at the end of the chaos. We're at the end of the chaos and just a little bit crazy. So I really can't be. I'm literally vlogging purely because vlogging makes me feel like I'm getting more done. Good evening. Oh, really is good evening, isn't it? Oh no. Oh, there we go. Good evening, gang. I haven't done a little clip in a couple of days. I've been really busy just getting on with stuff, and I thought I would take you with me tonight because I'm heading to Tasha's house. I'm gonna have a little surprise party for Amelia because it was her birthday about a month ago and we just haven't had time to have like a little get together. So she doesn't know I'm coming. We've told her I can't make it. Katie said nothing and she thinks it's just her and Tash hanging out, but we're all gonna be there. We're gonna get balloons, cake, etc. And I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun to see everyone. I also helped Ebony out a little bit earlier. We had to go pick up a van because she's moving house this week. So I got these random 2 clips of the kids. That's about it. That's literally about it. That's all I got. And I got this clip of Ebony getting in her van, which was quite funny. It was a massive van and she just about fit, but I had the kids in the back and then she had the van. So we had a little car disco listening to Christmas songs, Santa Tell Me specifically, because that's what they requested, and we had a car disco, which was very fun. Yeah, I need to get to Tasha's. I've got the snacks and I've got the goods. Let's go. Okay, so it's Amelia's birthday. We've got the balloon arch that's not really an arch, so it's kind of staying as like a little balloon slug on the floor. We've got card writing. Her present is somewhere. Her present is here, and we're waiting for her to come. She doesn't know we're all here early, and we've all tried to hide the cards, but she's going to be like 15 minutes. And Tash is making a grazing board, which looks yum. No, don't actually write that. Yeah. Don't actually know what to write. Happy birthday, you sir. We love you, lots more.
Yeah, that's what I've got, babe.
Oh, sorry. So
I've literally got that. Those 3 sentences. We've done that.
I hope you had the best day. Oh no, it's really not for their birthdays. Finally put like we're finally celebrating your birthday. Yay! Only a month a bit later. Yeah, like finally celebrating your birthday. Yay!
Good. Look at him, like a proper little royal prince.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Going to the gym with my ankles out. Put a really long coat on and my running trainers because we're in the middle of the storm at the moment and I feel like running on the treadmill is probably the better option. Because I really don't want to get blown away, I'll be honest. I just don't feel like it. I have to do 9k today, which is quite a long one to do on the treadmill because I really don't like treadmill running. But I'm gonna put on something, I don't know what yet, but the girls were saying like Sweet Bobby or something's really good, so I'm gonna put something on the treadmill. I always use my like sticky phone case as well, and I stick my phone to the screen because I find otherwise it's too low and I'm looking down the whole time, so I have it like up, and then I'm just gonna go for it. Just go for it. If I was doing a walk I'd probably read, but I can't really run and read, it's a bit hard. The daily battle to actually get into the gym now because it's so cold. I don't want to get out of my warm car, I'd like to stay there. Okay, I'm off to meet the girls to have a little hot chocolate and like chill date. We've also got the kids, so I feel like we're probably gonna end up at the park. But I'm just wearing some jeans, a jumper, this grey coat, and then I've got my red New Balance little red beanie, which is actually from Primark. And I love her a lot, she's very cute, ignore the air fryer. And then I've just got my black dumpling bag going around me as well. So very simple and easy, just a chill like Sunday fun day outfit.
A lot more comfortable if you told me what I'm in for.
Let's
a splash
stop
of
that
tea
audio
with
bit. This is an interesting angle, but I've never managed to set this up like this before, so we're just going to go with it. But I'm currently heading into town, like I said a minute ago, and meeting some friends, which is really exciting. I just feel like I'm getting a bit of a social life this week, and I haven't in quite a while. Like I've genuinely just slept and gone to do work stuff, so it's really nice to be able to like actually catch up with my friends, do some Christmassy things, and just have a nice chilled time, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm really excited to see them. I also have a couple of studio bookings today, which is fun. The studio is actually doing really well. I don't really talk about it much because if I'm honest, I just forget. But I use it a lot, and obviously other people use it a lot. But if you want to find it, it's called Studio Soleil, SOLEIL .Berkshire. And that's where you can find it. But basically it's my little studio. It's me and a couple of other people that let people in and like sort it all out and stuff, and it just looks really cute, really cozy, really festive, and I just love it. Like, it's a little passion project of mine that I just absolutely love doing. God, town's really busy today. There was someone in earlier who was doing like a floral arrangement, like, I don't know what they were doing, but it was for a brand, I think, like for a floral brand. So they've been in earlier. I had someone doing a corporate shoot in there the other day. I've had maternity shoots, we've had interviews, we've had all sorts of stuff, like podcasting, everything. And then this afternoon I think it's an influencer, so that's fun. So I'm going to put the wreath on the door and stuff for her and make it look even more festive, because I feel like corporate stuff you don't really want trees and things, but for brands and for influencers they seem to really love it. But it's actually been really nice because I've made so many connections from it. Like, there's so many people who've gone in that I maybe never ever would have even come across or like ever crossed paths with, who I now have crossed paths with. There's a really lovely woman who uses a studio actually called Terry. She's a photographer that's like quite local. She's great. She's used it a few times. We get on really well. And her friend, fun fact, is actually a fantasy author that's quite well known. She wrote When the Moon Hatched or whatever it's called. So that's really fun. Definitely a good, like, I'm literally like fangirling over her, and I've never even met her friend. But yeah, it's really fun to like know new people and just know like just different people in the area that we could like collaborate with for different things, or like if I ever need a photographer, or if someone coming into the studio needs a photographer, or like if I ever needed to get a content thing for something, or like all those different things that come in really handy. It's just quite nice. So yeah, oh God, I hate parking. Tell me why car parks are the most annoying thing on a weekend. There is no spaces in this car park whatsoever. Nothing, apart from the disabled spaces, which thank God they're free because people need those, but there's like literally no spaces. We're just gonna go with it. Right, I'm parking next to a post, and I know full well that if someone comes too close to me, I'm not gonna be able to get out, so I'm gonna have to wedge over a bit.
Your heart, keep it in your pocket for safekeeping. Don't ever let nobody be the reason you throw it out.
This series I've been so excited to read, I can't even tell you. I haven't read a physical book in a while, and I'm so excited to get into this.
But sometimes you fall, yeah, sometimes you fall.